Hello, and welcome to Inner Alchemy Oracle. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm so excited for today's pick a card reading. Today we are looking into the energy of your life 1 year from now. I honestly genuinely enjoy doing these types of readings and just keeping them open to seeing what sort of energy will be coming into your life over the next year and just what your life will ultimately look like 1 year from now and what you can expect. Please keep in mind that this is just based on your current energy at the time that you're watching this video. So it's based on current energies that are around you, that you're experiencing, that you're putting out from just things happening with you. If specific messages resonate with you, because this is a general reading, so every single thing might not apply to you and the pile that you choose, and that's okay. But we're just looking into seeing what may resonate and what doesn't. And it may be specific things for different folks. So we will just be looking into those general themes. These themes can manifest in many different ways in your lives as well. So just take what resonates or feels true in your heart based on your current energy and release what else is not aligned with you and what doesn't feel right for you. So we have 3 piles here to choose from. We have this pink tourmaline for pile 1. And don't mind my nails, honey. I definitely need to do them. It's time for a fill. They're kind of breaking a little bit, but we live. Anywho, for pile 2, we have this angel ore quartz, I believe, for group 2. And then for group 3, this red Jasper. So take a moment, got one of Moon's hairs on here. Take a moment and pause the video if you need to. Just relax, settle in, get you a cozy drink, set a vibe, light a candle, take some deep breaths, connect with your intuition, and just choose the pile or maybe multiple piles that you feel the most drawn to, and then choose the correct timestamp to see what your reading has to say about your life 1 year from now, and I will see you there. Bye. All right, pile 1s, thank you so much for being here. If you chose group 1 with this beautiful pink tourmaline, then this is your reading all about your life 1 year from now. This card represents just the overall underlying energy of your reading today. So that's how we're going to be looking at this card. And we have love. Aphrodite, I call to thee to bring a true love here to me. I love this. We have the number 1 that is pointing out, like, that's something that's sticking out to me as well. 1s can represent new beginnings in numerology. So maybe this is representing a new beginning in love that you will be experiencing a year from now. Maybe this is you being open to receiving love and yeah. Let's get more into it though, but that is the overall underlying energy of your reading. We're going to start off with tarot just to see the general themes of your life 1 year from now. And we're just going to keep it open to see what your spirit team has to say. I already shuffled these cards actually, so let me just go ahead and get right in. Oop. You have cards just falling right out actually. So let's see. We have the 2 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and the Moon. Okay. With the 2 of Pentacles and 9 of Pentacles, I definitely feel like you have material resources coming in. Like, this is you being able to effectively balance your resources, effectively like balance the way things are changing in life, being flexible, just being really like strategic with your finances is how I see that. But you're also having a lot of like That's what's allowing you to have a lot of material security and stability, and what is allowing you to feel really more successful and maybe at ease when it comes to your material abundance and finances. So that is something that I'm seeing, like you're balancing your budget well, you're budgeting properly, you're managing your finances in a really good way is how I see this. You are really adapting to your changing needs and maybe the changing dynamics of the world around you in a really good way that allows you to really solidify great stability for yourself. It allows you to be self-sufficient, it allows you to be independent and feel really secure and abundant, which is a beautiful, wonderful feeling. And I think with this Knight of Cups right here, this could represent like this new person, like a new emotional connection coming into your life. And this could be representing their energy as well, like a new charming, more like creative, really like peaceful person coming into your life is kind of how it's showing up to me. But I don't think you're going to expect them coming in with the Moon card. Like, I don't think you're really going to know when to expect this. I don't think you're meant to know exactly when this person comes in, but definitely 1 year from now, they will be here. I don't think you're meant to know exactly the circumstances of how they come into your life either. I think it's really meant to be something that surprises you, is what I'm getting from these cards right here. But this definitely feels like a new beginning in love. But I think that there's a lot that you're not meant to know about this, because it's supposed to happen, like this is something that's supposed to happen and come out in divine timing, is how I'm feeling, what I'm getting from this. Because with the Moon card, this is representing like things that are hidden, the subconscious, things that are being illuminated. So I think it could be that this connection could be revealing or illuminating things in your own life or in the world that you didn't necessarily see. But I also think this is that like there are aspects of how and when this connection is really coming into your life and the circumstances around that that you're not really meant to know right now. I love the mystery. Let's get into some more cards to see what other messages Spirit has about your life 1 year from now. Either way, Pile One, like you're managing yourself and your finances well. You're in a really stable place where you don't have to like depend on anyone else. So I think that's something that maybe allows you to feel more at ease in this connection, or when this new connection comes in, like that's something that's just allowing you to take things in a more balanced perspective, or consider things in a more balanced perspective. And that could be another interpretation actually of the Knight of Cups and the Moon too. It's like maybe your ability to be in this really stable place with your material world allows you to kind of take things at ease a little bit and be more open to receiving. And just even if you don't know what's out there, if you don't know what to expect, you're just more open to exploring the unknown. You have less fear around it. Like you're able to kind of like let go and relax and release in different ways. We have balance, spirituality, and practicality. Adjustments are required, and your dreams need a practical plan. So, Palawan, I'm definitely feeling that you are maybe someone who is a romantic at heart. Maybe you could identify as a hopeless romantic or a romantic in general, but I definitely feel like you solidifying a really strong plan. Like this is giving me budgeting vibes. This is getting like your resources are being organized in a really strategic and intentional way, like whether you have investments or different assets, maybe property, however your physical or material resources are being balance, it's going to work for you. But you really have to be intentional about making adjustments, being flexible. Like you have to be willing to do things differently. I think over this next year, you're really going to be learning how to make your finances work in a better way for you, make your material resources work in a better way for you. And this could even be related to your time. Like, I feel like time for me is something I could maybe consider a material resource, how we organize and spend our time, our energetic resources as well. But with it being the Pentacles in those cards, I do feel like it's material resources more so. But this could be like an adjustment in your mindset needed, like whatever dreams you have for your life, however you want your life to look 1 year from now. I feel like this is Spirit saying that you are in control of that. Like, you have a lot of power in that, and it's all into how you organize and plan for that, really putting a practical plan and budget and a clear plan in place and following the plan, no matter how your mood may change, following the plan. And I think that is something that's really important for you to do and that you can have, so that you will have like more room in your heart, more room in your mental space, more energetic capacity to be open to this love or new connection that will be coming into your life in whatever way it may be. I don't think that's something that you're meant to know, but I think you are really meant to be really strategic with how you're managing your resources right now. Like, I see a big emphasis on that. And I think there are a lot of things that you do need to change. Like, you need to be able to adapt with the times, flow with the times, be able to maybe have some good savings in, maybe doing along with your like any rituals or like magic for me meaning just the intention that we put into anything, any sort of ritual, prayer, that can be considered magic for sure. But balancing your spiritual beliefs with really practical action plans is going to be like your best way forward, is what I'm getting from this. Let's see what else Spirit has to say about your life 1 year from now. What will a pile of one's life 1 year from now look like? Honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Yeah, you're getting really, this is you getting real with yourself, pile one, about what adjustments you need to make in your life, how you can better balance things in your life. You could be coming out of a really like chaotic period and feeling like, I want to get my shit together. Like, and I think it's requiring you to take a really like honest look at how you're intentionally moving towards those things, what action or small steps you need to put in place, what systems you need to put in place. And you're just really being honest with yourself and holding yourself accountable, taking that self-responsibility to getting yourself to that secure, independent, stable place that you want to be and making your dreams happen and come true. And so I feel like this is something, yeah, this is like, there's a big emphasis there on you just really being real with yourself about what needs to change in your environment. This is you forgiving yourself maybe for mistakes that you made in the past, or maybe even forgiving yourself for feeling like it's challenging, because anytime we have to make adjustments and be really honest with ourselves about certain things and maybe admit that we could do things in a better way, sometimes it can be really hard to acknowledge those things within ourselves and offer ourselves grace and forgiveness for maybe not doing things well or right when we knew better or didn't know better. Just, you know, we have a new opportunity to make different choices in each moment. So I think just really being real with yourself, but also not being too critical of yourself, because then if you're too critical for yourself, as it says here, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. You're going to block your ability to really welcome and receive this divine connection or whatever like new relationship is coming into your life. You're going to block your ability to receive that in a really open and abundant way and in the way that is divinely meant for you. I do feel like this is a divine connection, and there's not much coming out at all about what that relationship will be, but I do feel like it's all about divine timing, and you're not meant to know. You're meant to just work on being open to receive, doing what you need to do to be open to receive. When you feel stability in your material world, that is you also feeling really stable in your ability to receive not only materially, not only the resources that you need, but also receive in other ways, like in love. It allows you not to feel blocked. So being real with yourself, having grace and forgiveness with yourself, and allowing yourself to be open to receive love and offering that unconditional love to yourself as well. We have grief as well. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Yeah, so I think you could have to make like sacrifices. I think there are sacrifices that you're going to have to make that you won't necessarily feel good about. This could be even having to release certain connections or toxic habits or environments that are no longer healthy for you, are no longer aligned with your dreams or the direction that you want to go. And I think that you do, Pile 1, have a very clear picture of where you want your life to be 1 year from now, or at least the direction that you want your life to be going. And you're the person that can put that intention into an action into how you want to show up every day and what plans you want to put into place, systems, habits, mindsets, just the things that you will do and the action you will take every single day to get to those dreams that you have. But they do require a practical plan, and they require sacrifice. Like, things have to change. Adjustments are required. Things have to change. And I think that's something that you may feel very uncomfortable with. It may be something that you struggle with. And I don't say that to scare you. There's no reason to be scared because you're going to learn a lot from this. I think we all go through periods of discomfort. We don't need to fear things that are challenging because that's how we learn and explore. That's how we experience life. That's what keeps us on our path. That's what helps us continue growing into the people that we need to be to receive the things that we want to manifest and bring into our lives and our blessings and the experiences that are meant for us, even if they feel uncomfortable or cause us to feel like we're losing something. You're losing what's not meant for you so that you can make more room for what is meant for you. Let go of what isn't meant for you anymore so you can actually have the room to accept what is divinely meant for you. But you got to let go and have faith in order to have the room and capacity to be open to receiving those things. So we're going to look at this deck as well to see what other messages Spirit has about pile number 1's life 1 year from now. What messages do you have about pile 1's life 1 year from now? What will, oh, did these cards flip over? They did. Did any others? Nope. Okay, we're gonna go with these two. We have You Got the Love. So much love is coming up here. Hadarian energy, codependency, boundaries. I'm not sure what Hadarian energy means, but I think that this is about you having healthy boundaries with yourself, and also those things maybe you've had like codependent or just toxic habits in relationships that you have now or environments that you're in now. And I think this could be a call for you to release those things and have better boundaries. And I think even you don't even have to like cut people off necessarily or block them or ghost them or anything like that. It doesn't even have to be anything dramatic or that deep. You could literally just have different boundaries in order to balance things in a better way for you, so that maybe certain people don't have the same level of access, or maybe not having the same level of access, or maybe you're not sharing as much as you used to, or it's just, you know, how you have like different friendships, different relationships with different people. The relationship I have with my brother is different from the relationship I have with my best friend, which is different from the relationship I have with like my homegirl that I like to go eat with or something like that, or yap about a specific show with, and that's the thing we have in common, or my work friends or something like that. You know, like there are different boundaries that you have that allow you to adapt to life in the ways that you need to. So there's a lot about being flexible, being able to adapt, and being able to balance things, and boundaries is definitely something that will allow you to do that and also increase your capacity to receive love in healthy and beneficial ways. And then we also have portal. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards. Wild card. Yes. Like, this is a new beginning in love. This is new opportunities to receive love, joy, and abundance. And your work, the intention and action that you put forth, the sacrifices you are making for your betterment, those are things that will pay off, pile number one. And I think that you're not meant to know everything exactly about this journey. You could have watched different readings or maybe tried to figure out really specific details about when, what, where, why, how, who, you know, just the real nitty gritty of how things are going to play out in your life. But I don't think you're meant to know. You're meant to just go forward and stick to your plan and be consistent. Focus on your boundaries, focus on the systems and habits and behaviors and actions and mindsets and beliefs and communities and environments that will be healthy and nurturing for you and your development and the goals you have for yourself. But I think you definitely are not going to be expecting this new love that is coming into your life. I'm really excited for you too. And I think I want to get my self-care cards. I was going to do affirmation cards, but I'm feeling called to get my self-care oracle to just look into ways that Spirit is encouraging you to care for yourself over this next year, ways that you can nurture yourself during this time. So let me grab that deck and I'll be right back. Okay, I have my self-care oracle, so I'm just going to shuffle these really quickly. And we're going to see what sort of self-care will really support you right now. And we're going to think bigger than face masks and self-care that really just feeds into excessive consumerism, just overconsumption. Chanting is free. Being responsible with your finances. So this could be, you could find so many free like sound healing videos with chanting, meditations with chanting on YouTube. Insight Timer has free ones. I feel like if you just look online, you'll find resources for free meditations. You could even try like an affordable yoga class as you know, something that you strategically fit in your budget. But I feel like this is something that will really help to like balance your energy out while you're going through this really like these changes, these shifts, this releasing, this alchemizing, this transmutation. This is something that will really support your energy and like peace, stability, and balance energetically, so that that can also be reflected materially as well. So what else do we have? Plan a vacation. So maybe you have had a vacation or like somewhere in your heart that you really dream of going, or that you have like envisioned yourself going for a long time. And so that dream of yours needs a practical plan. Put a plan in place, balance your resources appropriately so that you're able to travel. And this could be like domestic travel, global travel. Like it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Whatever travel goals or vacation goals you have, I think planning towards that in a way that works for you and your lifestyle is a clear goal that could give you something to like work towards. And there are sacrifices that have to go into planning for vacations or wanting to like balance or reorganize our material resources in specific ways. That's something that I've been doing the past couple of years on my own debt journey. And I've been blessed enough to continue to make more over the years, and that allows me like more room with my debt and savings. But there was a time where I wasn't able to pay off my debts, and it was about like just getting by. And then when I was smarter with my finances and I learned more from those hard lessons and I made certain sacrifices, like maybe I can't always go to these social gatherings, that allowed me to be smarter with my finances, and it allowed me to have a place of my own that I can live in and provide a roof over my head. And now I have a pet and my little cat Moon that I love so much, and like a beautiful home that I've created for myself. And like I've made a huge dent in my debt, and I've been able to save and take care of things. And there are still goals that I have that are still requiring sacrifices, where I'm doing a no spend challenge for the first 6 months of the year, where I just have specific rules for things that I will not spend my money on for the first 6 months of the year, just to kind of like reassess my spending habits, my mindsets behind my resources, and also help me bring in more balance to my resources. So it's all about planning. I do use like this little Excel template I got off Pinterest, so that could be somewhere you look for ideas on a free like tracker or spreadsheet that you can download and use to just really plan and be intentional about your material resources. Let me see. Aromatherapy. So maybe candles, maybe essential oils, maybe having like dried oils or something, but yeah, essential oil, not dried oils, dried herbs or something, as a decoration. I don't know, I'm kind of thinking of like potpourri, but like maybe like dried lavender, mint, things like that. But yes, some form of aromatherapy, whether that's with like candles, essential oils, things like that, could be really good for you. And these are things that all like invite in tranquility, peace, and harmony into your life. So yeah, this is all I have for you, pile number 1. So thank you so much for being here. I'm really excited for you to be really intentional and practical about the dreams that you have in your heart. You will absolutely be successful with those. Those are things that you can have, but it depends on the intention and commitment and effort that you put forth. And I think it's beautiful that this is something that really allows the potential for you to have that opportunity to do the work that you need to do to be really open to receiving abundance and love. And I'm excited for the new beginnings that are coming in your love life over the next year. So I'd love for you to comment down below if this resonated with you, or maybe come back a year from now. If you enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up, a like if you feel called to do so. That is such an easy and free way to support my channel. And I will see you in the next reading. Thank you so much for being here. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile 2s. Welcome to your reading all about your life 1 year from now and what that journey on the way to your life 1 year from now will be. If you chose this pile, you chose this Angel Aura Quartz. I believe that's what this is. It's beautiful. I don't know if you can kind of see the like rainbow reflecting off of it. Yeah, I love this crystal. So I'm gonna set that over there. And then this card is representing the overall energy of your reading and your group for today. So that is what this card will represent. We have friendship. That's beautiful. Bring to me friendship true, sharing laughter, understanding too. The green makes me think of the heart chakra. This is like inviting in, like having an open heart, growing community and connections, really fertile energy for new friendships and connections, genuine friendships and connections coming into your life. So that's always beautiful. All right. We're going to start off with some tarot cards to get into the overall energy of what your life will look like over the next year. So what my group 2's life look like 1 year from now. Oop. We have the sun. I'm not taking reversals in this reading, so. Oop, okay. Those wanted to come out clearly, so we're gonna go with them. We'll do these first because they were upright. 7 of Cups. 8 of Wands. 5 of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. Let's move these over a little. And I'll just slide that up under there. There we go. So I am feeling that you are gonna have a lot of, with the Sun card, a lot of really like fun energy. This is like, to me, giving inner child, with that little child right there on the horse and the unicorn. This is really like fun, childlike energy. It makes me think of the summertime with these sunflowers, or like fire signs. You could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is just like the sun is shining brightly on you. You have everything you could ever want. You're feeling really energetic, joyful, confident on your path forward. You're feeling a lot of success. This just represents, like, to me, just extreme just fulfillment, and like the dreams of your inner child just really shining through so brightly. This is really like bright, amazing, beautiful energy. I think with the Seven of Cups right here, you could kind of be, for me, this is feeling kind of like exploring. This is you having fun exploring all of like the whims, I guess. I don't know if that's the word I want to use, but exploring all of the like impulses, the dreams, the desires of your inner child. This is you like exploring them. Maybe this is you like trying a bunch of different hobbies, I'm kind of getting from this. This is you just kind of exploring the world in a different way, exploring your options. And you could be having like a difficult time kind of like solidifying, or maybe narrowing it down to like, what is the thing that I truly am like passionate about, or want to do right now, or would be fulfilling for me right now. Or I feel like this is definitely having like, this is energy of exploring. With the Sun card next to the Seven of Cups, like that's giving me, for some reason, the energy of exploring. And when you think of like childlike energy, kids like to explore, and that's how they, get to know their environment and learn and adapt and get to know who they are and develop their personalities and their likes and dislikes and experience different things in the world. So I feel like this is you just kind of like going through these different impulses of your inner child, exploring the different things of the world around you, but you're having a really good time doing it. But I think that maybe you just feel like you have a little different options of things to explore, and you're kind of like dipping your toe in everything. And this is not like a bad or a good thing. I mean, it's good that you're enjoying it, but this is not like something that is harmful to you. Like, I'm not picking that up at all. But I think this is definitely you having options of things that you are just kind of, that you're like choosing between. This could be hobbies, this could be jobs, passions, just you're exploring the depths of your heart and soul and the things that light you up and make you happy. Maybe trying different communities and events, and like maybe that's how this friendship is coming into your life. Like maybe your exploration with this Eight of Wands, this is like, let me get my braids out of the way. I just braided my hair and they're kind of long, and I'm still getting used to like maneuvering with them. But with the with that energy coming in, and then the Eight of Wands, this is like fast moving energy. This is like something coming in quickly, moving really quickly. So like maybe you going to these different like classes or events or trying different things will allow you to connect in the different communities, where you will find these true friends that really connect with that like authentic, really deep inner child part of yourself. Like this is something that will very quickly bring that in to your life. I think that you could have come from a period of feeling really hurt and betrayed by the people around you. I think that you could have been coming from a really tough like financial period. Maybe like you could be coming from a period where you felt really isolated or abandoned by those around you, just a period in time that was really challenging for you. And I think this community is going to be such a like breath of fresh air. They are really going to help inspire you on your next path, and maybe help you more so solidify the path that you want to go down. And it's not that they're making this decision for you, it's just they to have that true connection and genuine connection and friendship and relationship where someone like really understands you and motivates you and you encourage each other and it's reciprocal. Having that sort of friendship is so special and it's so beautiful, and I think it's something that can help us feel more confident in moving forward in our path, because we know that we're supported and held and accepted and understood for exactly who we are, and that just makes you feel so confident and inspired in moving forward. So I feel like these friendships are something that is really going to be just such a breath of fresh air, because I do feel like, and I'm so sorry, Pal, too, that you have just come from a really challenging period where maybe you've lost friends, maybe people weren't who you thought they were, maybe you've been in a period of isolation, or just had a challenging time in your relationships, or maybe trouble being accepted for who you are. I'm hearing like feeling like you don't fit in anywhere. Yeah, like you're just wandering around trying to find your place in the world or something like that. So let's get into the next cards and see what else is coming up. But you definitely have some beautiful relationships coming in, and I'm really happy for you, because community is everything, and it's important to have some sort of support system, no matter the size of it, just people that you can trust, just somebody, at least somebody that you can trust. But you're definitely feeling like really inspired with this like safety and being accepted and loved and like cheerleaded for being yourself. Like this is maybe something that you always wanted to have in a friend, or wish you could have in a friend, but never really like happened in your relationships. And so maybe you were feeling really lost or stuck, but I feel like that is changing. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Cancer represents really nurturing, held energy. So you're being held in a way that you wish you always were and that you never have been before in your friendships. And it's such a beautiful thing. Like those toxic, those hurtful relationships, those are a thing of your past. Those are over. They are ended. That full moon energy, it's gone. Those conclusions, the endings, they're done. It's okay for you to leave those things behind, and it's also okay for those things and those experiences to hurt you, but I think that that's not something that you're going to have to worry about going forward. And don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. I think sometimes like when we open our heart to people and feel betrayed, that can make our heart kind of it could cause us to kind of have a chip on our shoulder and move through life maybe in a jaded way when it comes to our relationships. And I have felt that way myself, but I was picking up that heart chakra energy. And so I think it's important to just allow yourself to still have a full heart and not let those disappointments from the past take away from the richness and the beauty and the true like charm and shine and light that you have, that you truly embody. Don't allow your hurt from that turn into something unhealthy that gets in the way of you really just having fun, exploring and dipping your toe and meeting new people and finding your tribe and community. Don't do it. Let's see what other cards we have for you. Let's take a look in our next deck. Okay. What other messages do we have for my pile? Choose life 1 year from now. Stop. We have friendship again. That was such a dramatic gasp. But we have friendship coming up again. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Oh my gosh. That makes me so happy. There's nothing like just having a true friend that you can just count on and depend on. I'm so happy for you, Pile 3, having this come into your life. Oh my gosh, we have love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Don't be jaded. Don't be petty. Don't be prideful. Keep that heart open. Be open to love. You have so much love and friendship coming into your life. Oh my gosh, you have so many cards coming out. Loneliness. I know that I am never alone. You are never alone. We have disappointments. We have cycles in our life. People aren't always meant to stay in our lives forever. But You always have open doors that are continuing to move forward. This is so much confirmation, pile 2, that you have the relationships and friendships that you desire coming into your life. And you are never actually alone. You are connected through love, through the universe, through that divine love. We are connected, as woo-woo as that may sound. We also have empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. So, I think this is not saying that you have to betray yourself, but I think also having love and empathy for yourself and the experiences that you went through and the perspectives that you were coming from, and then also having empathy towards other people and allowing yourself to maybe see the people who hurt you or betrayed you in the past, like maybe they weren't capable of having a heart as open as yours. Maybe they weren't capable of the type of friendship and unconditional love that you're in empathy that you're able to give. And maybe that's for whatever reasons that aren't your responsibility. We don't even have to worry about why. But I think have empathy and love for yourself. But I think those friendships are gone from your life, so you can have true, real friendships that can be reciprocal in that level of love and empathy and respect. And so finally, we have acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. We can't change everyone. We can't save everyone. We can't take everyone with us. And it's okay that we have to leave things or people behind, no matter how disappointing it is. And you can still love them. You're still connected through love. You might be physically separated, and that might be the best thing for you, to be physically separated, but you can still love them. You could still extend that loving energy towards them. You can still pray for them. You can still be connected in that divine connectivity, because we're never truly separate. At least I believe we are all really connected. And so accept that you can't take everyone with you, and things change and it's disappointing, but it also creates room for new and better and more aligned. So we're gonna get into our next deck. I love this. Spirit is preaching and telling you to like really open your heart for what you deserve. And baby, I won't shed a tear for you. Don't lose no sleep, because the truth of the matter is replacing you is so easy. Irreplaceable by Beyonce just popped in my head. So like that could be a song you listen to help you have more, help you transmute this energy around release. We have wait. It's not yet time. Things are being woven. So the friendships that are meant for you are on their way to you. Be patient, really take your time exploring life and experiencing life, and these things will happen. It's being woven, it's being worked into your path. Starkeeper, cosmic ancestor, see the light by staying grounded. This really makes me think about that connectivity, like how we're all connected through the universe, through God's unconditional love, or whatever you believe in. I believe in God, but whatever you believe in is what's important here, and how it resonates with you is what's important in this reading. So however you resonate with that source, spirit, your ancestors, like I think you are just really connected, and I think you're having this is like giving me soul family that's coming in, but I think it's also remembering that even the people that we have to release and still love, like we can still maybe not have that energetic connection in a way where you're giving them access to your energy, especially if that's unhealthy for you and it's not safe. So not in that way, but I think you can still have that loving energy. Like you don't have to have hate in your heart. You can stay grounded and rooted in the collective love that we have. But I also do feel like this is like your soul family that is basically coming in to be part of your friendship, to be part of your like relationships and have this like friendship with you and part of your circle, basically. We have surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. Yeah, that's giving like sun card as well. Like you're really just enjoying all the sweet things in life, dipping your toe in everything. You're feeling the abundance and love that life has to offer. This with Venus, that's giving like relationships for me. And so this is you having like really strong relationships coming into your life. Trust the timing, trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. You are not out of time, pile 2. Like, these people are going to come into your life in divine timing. And get out and enjoy life. Focus on what brings you pleasure. Focus on engaging in the environments and things and conversations that bring you pleasure and joy and bring love into your heart and into your life. And that's where you will find your tribe. That is where you will find your tribe. So we are going to finish off looking at some ways that you can care for yourself over this next year to support this energy coming in, if it's what you would like to receive. So we have nourish your temple, take care of your physical and energetic body. How can you take better care of you? That could be nourishing your temple with like Reiki, lymphatic massage. I'm kind of getting from that. I'm getting like a heart chakra meditation. This could be energy healing, but I think just giving love to yourself, nurturing yourself, mothering, reparenting yourself. Plan a vacation came out, and chanting came out in the last pile as well. Wow. So maybe you were also drawn to pile number 1, but let's see if any other cards are meant. Ooh, that's way too many. Let's see if any other cards are meant to come out for you. That's crazy. Make a meal. Yeah, make a nourishing meal for yourself. Eat nourishing foods. Eat foods that feel good to your body and are truly the best for you. I think that will really help like support this energy for you. Maybe foods that correspond to the heart chakra, sound healing or chanting that supports the heart chakra. Maybe planning a vacation is maybe traveling, exploring the world. If you've always wanted to travel, maybe that's how you will meet the people that are part of your soul family, through traveling, if you felt called to do that. Yeah. So I'm excited for you to have these beautiful friendships and relationships coming into your life. Be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with the world around you. Stay rooted and grounded in love, and really take care of yourself. I'm so excited for you to experience this traveling, these beautiful friendships, the ways you're taking care of yourself and supporting yourself and keeping your heart open. Lots of heart chakra vibes coming in here, but thank you so much for being here today, pile 2. If this reading resonated with you, I'd love to hear how in the comments below. Come start a conversation. Let me know what you think. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and thumbs up. This really is such an easy and free way to support my channel if you feel called to do so. So I would love that, and I'll see you next time. Hello there, pile 3. Welcome to your reading all about your life 1 year from now. I am recording this on a new day. I honestly took the weekend to just rest. I feel like there's been a lot of heavy emotions coming up just the beginning of the year. A lot of chaotic things happening collectively in the world, in the US, professionally, and personally, I think there could just be a lot going on. So I just listened to my body and took some rest. But I'm very excited to be spending this reading with you here today. So I'm excited to get in. You chose this gorgeous red Jasper. And this card is going to be representing the underlying energy of your group. We have creativity with the number 33, angel number 33. By all above and all below, let me connect, let creativity flow. I always see this card as like divine inspiration, divine creativity, like channeling some sort of vision or idea that was divinely given to you, is always how I see that. So where you're headed in your life over this next year could very much have to do with some sort of creative avenue or endeavor, something that comes from your own creation, something that you feel really divinely inspired to do. So we're gonna get into our tarot cards just to see what this overall energy will be. Tarot energy for my group 3's life 1 year from now. What will my group 3's life be like 1 year from now? Okay. We have, I'm not going to be taking reversals in this reading, so we have the 10 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Pentacles. So, what I am getting from this is you could have been feeling some level of burnout, some sort of creative block. Something was like draining your energy in a way that it was blocking your creativity and your ability to flow and connect creatively. But I think you could have also been burnt out or just generally physically exhausted. Like maybe you're coming from a time period of not having much to give and just being burnt out. But I see you over this next year really being replenished. I see those creative stores being replenished. I see you having support from your community, which I do also get from the number 33. That number to me is always a symbol of strong connections and support around me. And so I feel like you do have a strong group of like soul family, soul sister, soul tribe, really close loved ones, friends, a support system where you're able to really pour into each other. And that is something that's really helping you to feel more open creatively, I feel like. That's something that's allowing you to feel nurtured. But I do think that you have been going through some sort of rut creatively. I feel like maybe you have been in a period where you feel like there's not much movement happening. And in the bottom of the deck, we do have Ace of Swords, which to me represents like the underlying energy of these cards here. So I do feel like you're coming from a period of just feeling like some sort of creative rut, feeling really stagnant, feeling really lost. But I feel like you're having a strong support system where you're just pouring into each other, maybe sharing ideas, brainstorming, maybe hiking. I see mountains in the background. Maybe you're just doing things with people you love that inspire you. And that's something that's able to create a breakthrough for you. It's able to really allow new ideas, new creative inspiration to come here, like we were kind of seeing with this creativity card. This sort of looks like someone channeling information like down from heaven, like divine creativity, divine inspiration. So I feel like although you have been, potentially really struggling with a period of feeling stagnant or stuck or creatively blocked, or like you don't know how to move forward with your creative ideas. This could have to do with your career, a passion project, something that you want to create or bring into the world, any sort of intention you have. I feel like you have felt very stagnant in the ways that you want to move forward, but whatever creative inspiration or ideas that you are needing, they're coming through with this Ace of Swords. So I feel like you're coming out of this 10 of Swords and 5 of Pentacles energy. I feel like the thing that has really carried you with coming out of this energy, or the thing that will really support you over the next year in coming out of that energy, or transmuting and alchemizing that energy more for your benefit so you do have more capacity for this creative inspiration, is the community that you are surrounding yourself with. So be really intentional about the community that you're engaging with, and their mindsets and their habits, and how they speak to you and themselves and others, and how they treat others, and ensure that it's really supportive and nurturing for what your goals are, for what you're trying to do in your life right now. Just really supporting you doing your absolute best, energizing for you. friends that you don't have to feel confused, that you can be authentic and truthful with. And I think that that's really going to be the thing that allows you to have this newfound sense of clarity in the direction that you're going through, and just new ideas flooding in all of a sudden. With the purple here, I'm feeling a lot of that, like it's giving me crown chakra. And we have more mountains here too. So the mountains could be significant. Maybe going on a hike, going outside, doing some grounding could be significant. Maybe that could be something that offers you inspiration as well. I know Bob Ross was really inspired by the nature in Alaska when he lived there. So he's coming to mind. Maybe he's someone who inspires you, but he really took a lot of his inspiration from the world around him and the nature that he enjoyed and loved around him. And what drew him and his passion and his ability to create the way that he did was his love for what he did, but also his love for his community that he wanted to pour into as well. And so I think community is a really big thing. If you've never watched the Bob Ross documentary on Netflix, if you have that, I highly recommend watching it if it's still on there. But in that documentary, it basically highlights his work ethic and just the pace that he output, which I'm not saying that you need to output at such a high level where you're cranking out like multiple paintings in a day. But what I'm more so speaking to is that he did have such a high level of inspiration and creativity where he was able to create at that pace even while he was experiencing a chronic and fatal illness. So I think that in that documentary too, something that really drove him was his son and wanting to provide for the community around him and make art more approachable for more people and for people to feel confident. And it was all about creating community. And that is something that he successfully did through the television and through live events as well. So enough of my tangent about Bob Ross, but he could be someone that is inspiring to you, or maybe just looking into him, watching his videos. I know they're free on YouTube, maybe Hulu also, but definitely free on YouTube. And then maybe doing some hiking, getting outside, spending time in the mountains could be really good for you. So let's get into our next deck to see what other messages. Let's see, I think I'll keep this right here. But we're going to get into our next deck to see what other messages your spirit guides have about your year ahead. You're definitely, by this time next year, whatever time you're coming across this video, by this time next year, you're going to have an influx of creative ideas, creative inspiration. It will not feel lacking by any means. And I just feel like you're going to be a part of such a beautiful community, pile 3. So let's see what else we have for you. Feeling this one. Adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. What other messages do we have for my group 3s? Okay, we also have a win-win outcome is forecast. I know that's right. And we still have a lot of that purple in these cards. What else? What other messages? There we go. Oh my gosh, even more purple. The energy is gaining momentum. Yeah, so this is energy that's going to continue building. Your energy stores, your capacity, your creativity is going to continue building, and you're going to be surprised. I think that you're going to be creating in a way that you never thought was possible, or maybe you're evolving. Your creativity and the way you create is evolving. And so that's why I think it's important for you to get outside, get in new environments, engage in community, engage with new perspectives and ideas, and really have that outpouring and reciprocity in terms of information sharing and inspiration. You could have Gemini in your chart somewhere, maybe Gemini rising, Gemini moon. You don't have to, but I'm hearing that for some reason. But I do think that you're really going to be successful. Like, you're definitely going to create things that feel good to you. You're going to create in a way that is fulfilling to you. You're going to feel good about the energy and intention that you're pouring into your creations, and just the divine inspiration that you're getting. That's something that's going to continue to build and build and build. We also have more mountain imagery here in this card, which is crazy. So I feel like your spirit guides definitely want you to spend time in nature at the very least to maybe ground and draw more inspiration, or have the opportunity to even be able to receive, like have silence, have more balance. Adjustments are required, maybe adjusting your routine in a way that allows for you to be more open to receiving these downloads and this divine inspiration. Because if our minds are so busy all the time, if we're on go, go, go all the time, and we never take a moment to stop, ground, process, just experience, feel, then we don't have the opportunity to connect with spirit and that divine part of ourselves in the deeper ways that we need to. So I know that time is definitely a luxury, but your spirit guides are definitely here encouraging you however you can. There are going to be adjustments required for you to be able to have these new ideas, this new clarity in your path forward and with your creative endeavors, whatever they may be, because this is a general reading, so it'll specifically be different for each person, but this is definitely energy that's going to continue growing over the next year, and it's going to be fruitful for you. You have no choice but to win. All we do is win, win, win. No matter what, that's what you're going to be doing. So I think it's definitely about finding more balance, I think, in how you approach your creative endeavors. So maybe you're not reaching this point of burnout again, not focusing on overproducing, and maybe just going where your inspiration takes you and evolving and allowing yourself to adjust and allowing your creativity to adjust in new ways. So we are going to get some additional cards to see what other messages your spirit guides have to say about your life 1 year from now. I'm really excited about whatever creative endeavor you're embarking on over this next year. I think it's something that's going to be really fulfilling for you. And so I'm excited for you to experience this pile 3, but definitely be open to being flexible. We have more purple, so your intuition is going crazy. Your ability to channel and the creative downloads that you are receiving are going crazy. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. So maybe that 10 of Swords is your own mental turmoil and worry that you've been putting on yourself that's causing you a lot of mental grief. And if that's the case, if it is, you kind of putting these worries and anxieties on yourself and going down a different thought spiral, then adjustments are going to be required for you to change your mindset, change the way that you're maybe thinking about things. We have success coming up here. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So offer yourself compassion and love. Offer yourself grace and the ability to adapt and flow as needed. When we look at nature, maybe taking inspiration from nature, we see that nature evolves with the seasons, adapts with the seasons, changes with the seasons, and it's always in a way that supports nature's continued evolution and the continued cycles that we see through the seasons, through the daily cycles, through the cycles of life even. So I think just offering yourself that sort of love and a more balanced mindset where you're not so critical of yourself that it's a detriment. I think definitely, being disciplined is amazing. That's how we are able to be consistent with things and have the success that we reap. But I think there's also a balance needed of not having your creative process be so formulaic, I'm hearing, and not being so worried about your creative endeavors fitting into a specific box, like maybe allowing these ideas to flow in new ways, to take inspiration from new spaces. But I think this is definitely this could be like the creative block or mental block that you're experiencing. I'm feeling like you have the power to change it, is basically what I'm feeling. Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Yeah, so really accept responsibility for the mindsets and the way that you nurture and approach yourself and your creative processes, because your creativity is a divine expression of your soul and your interconnection to the divine. I believe that is like a direct channel to our soul's creative expression through our collective connectivity and how we're all connected in the broader grand scheme of things through God, if that's what you believe. But I just think we're all connected through are our divinity. And I'm going on a whole tangent, but I'm starting to forget where I was going with that. But I think it's really just important, yes, to accept responsibility for yourself and your creative process, but also accept responsibility for acknowledging the ways that you're doing yourself more harm than good by being overly critical of yourself and how you're showing up and the ways that you can show up, because I feel like you are the one really limiting yourself in the level of success and creativity and inspiration that you can have, because you can take inspiration from anywhere. So I think this is about having a more open mind with yourself and not worrying about fitting into a box so much. I think that I want to go with another oracle deck to see what additional messages your spirit team has. They are clocking that tea though. Don't have those self-deprecating mindsets. Allow yourself to think differently about yourself. Allow yourself to enjoy life. You're here to enjoy life as well, and not just produce and create and be a machine. You're here to experience, and that experience is what's going to allow you to pour more inspiration and creativity and better intention and do things in a more intentional way in whatever you're creating. That golden Midas touch. Double mission, Lightworker, Starseed, serve the world by being you. How can you connect to your most authentic self? Group 3. How can you connect to your inner divinity? That's by actually getting to know yourself and spending intimate time with yourself and your divine creator. And that is something that you do through grounding, through meditating, through spending time with yourself, through getting to know yourself, through just letting yourself be and feel and experience. Breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. Stop trying to control so much. I think that you could be a bit of like a type A. Maybe you could identify as a bit of a control freak, or you feel anxious when there is unknown, which, yeah, who wouldn't feel anxious about things that are unknown? It can be a very daunting thing. But it can also be a very exciting thing and a blank canvas for you to create. Your life is a canvas: artist, manifestation, creative, accountability. So this pile, you're definitely artist or creative in some sort of way. Like, you were put here on this earth to create, and the universe is doing a divine work through you. Whatever you are producing is something that is going to be benefiting the collective around you and the broader collective outside of just yourself. Like, you're going to have a positive impact on others with what you create. But I think it's also important to have accountability with yourself. More imagery of mountains here, to have more balance in how you're nurturing that creative and divine aspect of yourself and the part of your soul that does connect you to the collective around you, so that you're actually showing up in the ways that you're meant to in this divine mission that you have and your broader purpose in life. So this next year is taking you on a path of really getting to know yourself more, really getting to understand your needs more, finding more balance in how you approach yourself and your creative process and just your overall well-being, so that you have more room to feel and experience life, because that's where the feelings and things that you put into what you create, the authenticity that you put into what you create, that's what it's going to come from. Your own feelings and experiences and the parts of yourself that you are intentional about. We have use your hands. Yeah, so maybe just some sort of like freeform creating that doesn't have any rules to it. Allow yourself to create without rules and just get lost in even that being a meditative process. Watch a movie, take some time to relax, fix a cozy beverage. If you have a pet or anything like that, spend some quality time with them, but just take time to relax and do something just for your pleasure. Watch a movie just for your pleasure and your enjoyment. Beauty ritual, do something that makes you feel good. I'm getting a lot of like pleasure. Do more for your pleasure. Bring more balance into your life through grounding, nurturing your temple and your like physical, mental, emotional temple, but also just doing things more for your pleasure. Pile 3. When did you stop thinking it was okay to do things for your own pleasure? So I'm gonna leave you with that, And I thank you so much for being here, Group 3. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If you enjoyed this video, please support this channel by giving it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you feel called to do so. And thank you to my spirit team, your spirit team, for bringing forth these messages. I'm so happy for you. I believe in you, and believe in yourself too, Pile 3. So leave a comment down below if this resonated. Thank you again for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.